A Song of Solomon, chapter 8. They say many waters cannot quench love. Oh, that thou wert as my brother, that sucked the breasts of my mother. When I should find thee without, I would kiss thee. Yea, I should not be despised. I would lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house, who would instruct me. I would cause thee to drink of spiced wine and of the juice of my pomegranate. His left hand should be under my head, and his right hand should embrace me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love, until he please. Who is this that cometh up from the wilderness, leaning upon her beloved? I raised thee up under the apple tree. There thy mother brought thee forth. There she brought thee forth that bare thee. Set me as a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm, for love is strong as death. Jealousy is cruel as the grave, the coals thereof are coals of fire, which hath a most vehement flame. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods drown it. If a man would give all the substance of his house for love, it would utterly be contemned. We have a little sister, and she hath no breasts. What shall we do for our sister in the day when she shall be spoken for? If she be a wall, we will build upon her a palace of silver, and if she be a door, we will enclose her with boards of cedar. I am a wall, and my breasts like towers. Then was I in his eyes as one that found favor. Solomon had a vineyard at Baal-Hamon. He let out the vineyard unto keepers. Every one for the fruit thereof was to bring 1,000 pieces of silver. My vineyard, which is mine, is before me. Thou, O Solomon, must have 1,000, and those that keep the fruit thereof 200. Thou that dwellest in the gardens, the companions hearken to thy voice. Cause me to hear it. Make haste, my beloved, and be thou like to a roe or to a young hart upon the mountains of spices. Now, there's an interesting one. I don't think this is really talking about actual love, or what we would consider, true love. This is a passion. This is a lust for one another. And when you give into that, then, again, we have that same warning there in verse 4. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love until you please. When you give into your passions, when you succumb to what you think is love, when you are unprepared, when it is not ready, there's going to be problems. But I have to point that I love this. We have a little sister, and she hath no breasts. What shall we do for our sister in the day when she shall be spoken for, if she be a wall? In other words, we've got a sister who's flat-chested. And, she's not going to have a good time of it when she's married off. So what are we going to do? Again, just weird stuff in the Song of Solomon. But there is some moral message to it, in that, you don't want to give into your passions. You don't want to have these kind of affairs where you're sneaking around. But it is more of a poem. It's not inspired. It's not scripture. And as I said, it's about on the level of Shakespeare. I actually think it probably is about as good a writing as some of Shakespeare's, at least. Maybe not as good as some of his best writing. But some of his sonnets, I would definitely class this as equal to a lot of the Shakespearean sonnets. But I will leave that here, and I will make one more brief video to touch on one point that I forgot to mention before. So I will see you in that video. And after that, we will be continuing with our histories in the reign of the kings. So see you then.